All right, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Amazing Reality. Welcome, I want to welcome every one of you to today's live stream. I want to appreciate all our subscribers, everyone who has been following us. I want to say thank you for being with us. This is another time to be together. If you, this video, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, like the videos, comment, share as we're in our series of relationship gist. So um, we're talking about relationship because it's from there that you be able to talk about a successful marriage or enjoying your marriage. So if you're able to build up something that is okay, something that is good from the point of relationship, that will give you a better marriage. All right. So right there in our Amazing Reality, we have a lot of videos on stories that are filled with morals that are very, very, very needful. Filled with morals. We have other videos, spiritual, motivational, inspirational videos. A lot. But this time around, we are talking about relationship. And if you've not watched the episode one of this relationship gist, do well to watch it. Relationship gist episode one, intimacy. You're going to have a lot to enjoy from there. So today we are going to the next episode, episode two of this relationship gist, episode two of this relationship gist that is titled Relationship Boundaries. Relationship boundaries. All right. So on these relationship boundaries, we have a lot to unleash. We have a lot to talk about. Most of the time when you talk about boundaries in relationship, it sounds so odd. Like, why should we be talking about boundaries when it comes to relationship? There is no need to talk about boundaries. Of course, that is a very, very big error. Like it's being said, whatever that is done without a boundary, without some level of restraint and cautions and limitations attached to it, there is going to be a problem. There's going to be abuse of it. So that is why today it shouldn't sound too odd to you, because it's something that you need to learn from every one of us that's the singles, that are in courtship, relationship, and having the mind of going into marriages and having the mind of enjoying the bliss that is attached to it. So today, like I said, we're talking about relationship gist episode 2, relationship boundaries. We're talking about boundaries today. All right. So, many, like I said, many people feel and believe that there shouldn't be boundaries in marriage. There shouldn't be boundaries in marriage. There shouldn't be boundaries in relationship. But this is a huge error to accept. It's a huge error to accept. In fact, uh, boundaries should begin in relationship before marriage, because whatever that is done without boundaries, without limit, will certainly suffer abuse. Certainly, abuse will be suffered. All right. So, talking about these relationship boundaries, to build boundaries in your relationship, there are certain um, pillars and certain things that will make this a possibility. So, and one of them we're going to start today on talking about is privacy. Is privacy actually important in relationship? By extension, even in marriage, is privacy important? Yes, it is important. Privacy. When I talk about privacy, privacy is one of the easiest boundaries to understand. We must both respect each other's privacy. Um, yes, we should both respect each other's privacy. We should maintain some level of privacy. Your partner, your spouse, your friend in a relationship, in courtship, whatever level of your friendship, boundaries should be maintained. And for this to be possible, you must talk about privacy. We must respect each other's privacy. Sometimes you see in some relationship, in some union, where at everything, this one wants to just be aware. At everything, at every point, this one just want to be aware. Like, uh, you know, this story goes like this. You see, there was a pastor, maybe married already, and someone comes into the house. They ask for counseling, for prayers, and all of that. And immediately, the person who comes just leave the house. Let's say because it's most common with the ladies. And what you're going to hear again is this: what did she say? What did she tell you? What did you discuss? Trying to just press in, trying to just press in, trying to just like, what is happening. So it is not that it's bad. This is not bad to find out. This is not bad to know what is going on. But privacy should be respected. Privacy should be respected. Privacy should be respected. So, what do I mean? There should be some level of restraint, some level of limitation in some certain things that we do. Not every time you know, not every time you want to press on. Not every time you want to, like, see, you won't just find out everything. No, that is a big error in relationship that will not be healthy. It's like the both persons feeling insecure on what they are doing. So, but to enjoy it, there should be this some bit of privacy. Sometimes let him tell you what is necessary, what is important for you to know. Sometimes let her tell you what is important and what is necessary for you to know. We asked a pastor one question one time: is it everything? For example, I'm not saying it's bad for couples and friends to relate, for spouse to open up to themselves. Very important, but it shouldn't be like it's mandatory. You keep pressing. And we asked the pastor, like, is it everything that you are going to tell your wife? Is it everything your wife should be aware of? Everything going on in the ministry, everything going on in the church, everything going on in the personal, as in, between you and other people, counseling, is it everything? And the answer is this. He told us, my wife should understand that no secret should be hidden to her, but I should be able to tell her what is necessary and what is important for her to know. So we to enjoy our relationship and to build a healthy relationship that will give us some level of bliss in our marriage, we should maintain privacy. Is it everything that should be shared? No. There are certain times that we have to reduce the level of our pressing. Like, you see the lady, most importantly, from the lady's angle, you want to just find out what is he thinking? Perhaps what is she thinking? What is he up to? What is she up to? What did she discuss with you? What did he discuss with you? All this is like a sign and a sign of insecurity. So we should be free to ourselves, but we should maintain some level of privacy. Respect personal boundaries. These things will give you healthy boundaries, give you healthy relationship. Maintain and respect personal boundaries. So you must build boundaries in your relationship. You must build boundaries in whatever you are doing to be able to enjoy a healthy relationship that will give you the kind of marriage that you want, the kind of marriage that will be filled with breeze. So while this video is going on, you have a comment, drop your views, your opinion, your suggestions. Let's see how we can learn together for singles most importantly. So privacy should be maintained as part of the relationship boundaries. Another one again is time. Time, they say, is money. Time is very, very important in whatever we do. So even in our relationship, to have a healthy relationship, to build a healthy relationship that will give you the kind of marriage that you desire. Everything begins, most of the time we talk about marriage and marriage and marriage, but it is easier corrected in relationship compared to in marriage. So that is why you have to understand these things in relationship. Like I said, another point is time. This, just like you want to build a mansion, you need the blocks, you need the many things, the blocks, the cement, the sound. These are the things that will enable you build that mansion. So to build a relationship boundaries, to build a healthy relationship, these are the things that is needed to build the boundaries that you must understand. The privacy, I've talked about it. I'm talking about time. Time, we say, time is money. Say time is money. Time is very, very important. Time is valuable. I call it a valuable commodity. So each and every one needs to understand that they need their own time. You need the time to recharge yourself. You need the time, to rejuvenate yourself. You need a time to build on yourself. Don't allow your relationship or whatever you are doing to swallow up your personality. You have some visions, you have some goals, you have some things that gives you joy. So you need a personal time to establish all this. It doesn't mean, I'm not saying that the two couples or two intended couples shouldn't have the time together to fix up one or two things, to plan, and very important, needed. But it shouldn't swallow up your total personality. You need time. And not just that you need time, allow the other person to enjoy the time. These are the boundaries you should build. It is not bad to talk, but you shouldn't be expecting that, yes, you have 24 hours in a day and we must be on call, we must be on phone 24 hours. We're going to share it into two. So we take 12 hours for our calls and gist and whatever, and we leave the other 12 hours. You will feel this is love, but you are not building a healthy relationship that will give you a good marriage. But have your times apart. These things will build you that when you come, there's going to be a reconnection. Once in a while, you have your time, build, develop yourself, recharge yourself, create out some new ideas, new things, study. Are you into business? This should be the time to make some research. Are you into ministry? Yes, everybody according to different aspects. It could be ministry, it could be business, it could be anything. Fashion, yeah. So these are the time you need to make research, develop yourself. Then when you come out fresh. There's going to be a reconnection. Don't spend all the time thinking that is love. Not at all. Not at all. It's like two inseparable persons. Very good and very important, but respect time. Have time for yourself. These are the boundaries you will build that will give you some LD benefits and will give you a good relationship in your courtship and even in your marriage. So I've talked about privacy, I've talked about time. Drop your opinions, drop what do you think about it. Do you think boundaries is necessary in relationship? Let's learn together, let's share our views, and let's bless the lives of people. All right, another one again you should consider is space. This space is somehow similar to the time and the privacy, but it's beyond that. So, on this aspect of space, I'm going to talk about something that is important to build a boundary that will give you a good relationship, that will give you the desired marriage that you wish to have. There should be space. What do I mean by space? Emotional space. That if I'm talking about emotional space, I am talking about respecting one another's feelings, respecting one another's feeling. Their feelings should be respected. Yes, emotional space, emotional boundaries. Respect their feelings, respect their emotions, respect their response. Accept how they respond to things. There are certain people that uh, feel or who just believe that they are always right in their own ways, and every other person are wrong. As long as you are not coming from the same direction, from the same, you are not having the same view or mentality they have about this particular thing, it becomes wrong automatically. No. If a relationship is existing on that ground, it is not healthy. The boundaries are not existing, then it's not healthy. To understand and respect other people's personality. So in relationship, if you must have a good relationship, you must understand this aspect. There should be emotional space, emotional boundaries. Somebody made an illustration one time ago. As if for example, now if I pick up my pen and write the letter six, I wrote it. I'm seeing it as six, but the other person from the opposite side will view this six as nine. Is it correct? Is she correct? If she happen or he happens to call it nine, of course it's correct. But I'm seeing it as six. He or she is seeing it as nine. But that doesn't mean I am wrong or he is wrong. But we just have to balance it. These types of boundary is most importantly needed when it comes to conflict situations. All that may be needed at this point is just listening to one another. There's a person that just want to be the one that will talk. Just listen. No, sometimes vice versa. Let the man learn to listen. Let the lady learn to listen. Hear out the opinions of people. Get their views. Get their opinions. Get their views. Respect it. You can't just be right all the time. She can't just be right all the time. So sometimes all that is needed could just be listening to him, listening to her. In relationship to work, we must place this boundary. We must understand this. Don't see anything outside your own view and opinion as wrong. No. So build this up. Don't just be the how do I put it now? You know, you are just the all in all. Or should I say omini knowest? No, it's very wrong in a relationship. If you must enjoy a good relationship, if you must get at the best in it to be able to enjoy some bliss in your marriage, you must understand this. So quickly, another thing again you are going to know is boundary on this aspect, friendship stroke outside influence. A lot of people believe that once you are married, this is just you and your husband. No other persons exist. This is wrong. This is wrong. For the fact that you are married, for the fact that you are in a relationship, you're in courtship, doesn't mean no other person is existing. You got some friends before you knew. He got some friends before you knew. He has some partners in business and whatsoever. So everybody around him or her shouldn't be a threat and a suspect to you. Though there should also be boundary in dealing with this. That is why we're talking about boundaries in summary. So understand these boundaries. To build some boundaries, reduce your overreactions, reduce your assumptions, reduce your unnecessary conclusions. Don't just, that's a person that I came across uh, something one day. Let me tell you the story before I drop this video on this episode. These are two persons, and the young girl said, or the young lady said, the man has a friend, and she's not comfortable with that friendship. She's not comfortable with that relationship. Going on between the man and this other person. In fact, what she just wants today is that relationship, that closeness should be terminated right away. And well, I was called into this matter. So, well, for the fact that you don't want this to exist, doesn't mean you should just tell your husband or the man like this friendship, everything between you and the person ends today. No, it's not like that. There should be boundaries. There should be boundaries. That he still needs these people. She still needs these people. Though everything should be done in wisdom, caution, precaution, and with knowledge. So the friendship outside the union is still needed. The influences and what have you outside the union, outside the friendship, the friendship leading to marriage is needed. So understand this fact and place your boundaries. This is the little we have today on this episode 2 of our relationship gist, titled Relationship Boundaries. Drop your views, drop your comment, tell us what you think about it. Share the videos to, most importantly, singles and to everybody you feel it will benefit their life. Thank you for subscribing. For those who have subscribed and are following us, those who have not subscribed, please subscribe and turn on the notification button so that when other episodes of this relationship gist will be dropping in, you will be notified. Thank you for being with us today. This remain Amazing Reality, presenting this video from you all the way from United Arab Emirates.